By His Holiness Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Swami Maharaj. Got initiation in 1985 first and then 1987 second initiation. He also became a professor in microbiology in DU, and his Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Gaur Govinda Maharaj, told him to become professor in Krishna consciousness and preach the science of Krishna all over the world. So Maharaj has taken sannyas in 2025. So over the last 42 years, he is practicing and preaching this Krishna consciousness and taking the mission of Lord Caitanya all over the world. So with warm hearts, we welcome Maharaj by one-time chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Just raise it. Okay. Hare Krishna. Many thanks to all of you to be present here. Just listen Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam as it is explained by Srila Prabhupada in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam itself. And I am very fortunate to be with all of you to get your divine association. And we will also discuss about the holy appearance of Advaita Acharya, the great associate of Sriman Mahaprabhu. And I hope we'll get the blessings of Advaita Acharya so that we'll be fixed in our devotional practice. Namang Vishnupadaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devang Gurvani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini Sri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vyasadeva Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyevacha patitanang pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo nama. Jai Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai. Jai Sri Sri Radha Madhav ki jai. Jai Sri Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Sudarshan Dev ki jai. Jai Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki jai. Jai Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki jai. Jai Bhaktaraj Prahlad Maharaj ki jai. Panchatattva ki jai. अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जाय. निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे. हरि हरि बोल. We'll recite the verse, then we'll start our topic. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam as it is, chapter 12, devotional service. Arjuna vacha evam satata yukta je bhaktvastang parjupasate che je chapi akhyarang avyaktang tesang ke yoga vittamaha. Arjuna inquired which are considered to be more perfect, those who are always properly engaged in your devotional service, or those who worship the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Krishna has now explained about the personal, the impersonal and the universal, and has described all kinds of devotees and yogis. Generally, the transcendentalists can be divided into two classes. One is the impersonalist and the other is the personalist. The personalist devotee engages himself with all energies in the service of the Supreme Lord. The impersonalist also engages himself not directly in the service of Krishna, but in meditation on the impersonal Brahman, the unmanifested. We find in this chapter that the different processes for realization of the absolute truth, bhakti yoga, devotional service is the highest. If one at all desires to have the association of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then he must take to devotional service. Those who worship the Supreme Lord directly by devotional service are called personalists. Those who engage themselves in meditation or the impersonal Brahman are called impersonalists. Arjuna is here questioning which position is better. There are different ways to realize the absolute truth. But Krishna indicates in this chapter that Bhakti Yoga or devotional service to him is the highest of all. It is the most direct and it is the easiest means for association with the Godhead. In the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Lord explained that a living entity is not the material body, he is a spiritual spark. And the absolute truth is the spiritual whole. In the seventh chapter, he spoke of the living entity as being part and parcel of the Supreme Whole and recommended that he transfer his attention fully to the whole. Then again in the 8th chapter, it was said that anyone who thinks of Krishna at the time of quitting his body is at once transferred to the spiritual sky, to the abode of Krishna. And at the end of the 6th chapter, the Lord clearly said that of all yogis, one who always thinks of Krishna within himself is considered the most perfect. So in practically every chapter, the conclusion has been that one should be attached to the personal form of Krishna, for that is the highest spiritual realization. Nevertheless, there are those who are not attached to the personal form of Krishna. They are so firmly detached that even in the preparation of commentaries to Bhagavad Gita, they want to distract other people from Krishna and transfer all devotion to the impersonal Brahmajyoti. They prefer to meditate on the impersonal form of the Absolute Truth, which is beyond the reach of the senses and is not manifest. And so factually, there are two classes of transcendentalists. Now Arjuna is trying to settle the question of which process is easier and which classes is most perfect. In other words, he is classifying his own position because he is attached to the personal form of Krishna. He is not attached to the impersonal Brahman. He wants to know whether his position is secure. The impersonal manifestation, either in this material world or in the spiritual world of the Supreme Lord, is a problem for meditation. Actually, one cannot perfectly conceive of the impersonal feature of the Absolute Truth. Therefore, Arjuna wants to say, what is the use of such a waste of time? Arjuna experienced in the 11th chapter that to be attached to the personal form of Krishna is best, because he could thus understand all other forms at the same time and there is no disturbance to his love for Krishna. This important question asked of Krishna by Arjuna will clarify the distinction between the impersonal and the personal conception of the Absolute Truth. Here, mostly through Arjuna, Krishna had given so much instructions in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, mostly to convince him that he should be engaged in this religious war. And it was for his benefit. Initially, Arjuna was not in a mood to engage in this war. So it is a family war. Kauravas and Pandavas, actually they are not Pandavas, they are also Kauravas, because Kuru dynasty was very great dynasty. And ultimately, because Dhritarashtra was the emperor, actually it is meant for Pandu, but Pandu was blind, that's why, Pandu had left his body, that's why his son Yudhishthira should be on the chair. But elder brother Dhritarashtra wanted to be the emperor, and ultimately he became. Anyhow, he wanted that onwards, instead of Yudhishthira, his son Duryodhana should be the next in succession. And it was not up to the their family order or the descendants order that Duryodhana should be there. And anyhow, because they were under the care of Kunti, Pandavas, Madri had left her body with Pandu in that, cremation. And ultimately Kunti was taking care of the 5 sons. And Pitamaha Bhishma was there. He mostly likes the Pandavas because they are very simple, sincere, honest, and somehow they are very humble. And mostly Bhishmadev likes Arjun mostly. Anyhow, when they grew up, there are so many things in Mahabharata, how this Duryodhana and others, his brothers and Mama Stri, Shakuni and rest, they are trying to kill them so that Duryodhana for all times to come will become the emperor. But Krishna has a plan. Krishna, mostly he is a family brother of them. And he was a nephew to Kunti Devi. Because Vasudev's sister was Kunti, in that way they were related. And Pandavas are after all devotees, so Krishna wants to protect them. As you know, in Gita it is told, Jada jadai dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuthanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijami ahang paritranaya sadhunang vinashaya cha duskrutam dharma sanstha panarthaya sambhavami juge juge. Because they are devotees and these Kauravas, mostly Duryodhana and his brothers and Mama Stri Shakuni, there are so many things there. If you go details of it, then we will not come to our point here. So they are just a burden on the Mother Earth. So Krishna wanted to make Mother Earth free from these peoples, those who are violating the religious purpose explained by Krishna in Gita, so also in Vedas and in Mahabharata, so also in Bhagavatam, everywhere it is there. So to re-establish the religion and to vanquish these miscreants, Krishna had his plan. And ultimately, he thought, I should give an option to the Kauravas. Becoming a peace messenger, he gave them several options so that there should not be any war and both the sides will have an amicable settlement of their royal order of life and they should remain peacefully. But it was blind Dhritarashtra was also very blind to make his son as the only emperor instead of Pandavas. That is the root cause. And ultimately, the war took place at Kurukshetra, where Krishna had given Arjuna these instructions because Arjuna was also liked by both the sides. And he is a devotee. He did not want that in this war so many people should not die. Rather, we should be abstain from this and let them rule and let them remain in peace. But Krishna is not in that mood because he wants to remove the irreligion and the miscreants. Krishna is supreme. He is not to any sides. But because Pandavas are devotees and have faith in Krishna and devoted to Krishna, so ultimately Krishna has the desire, let these devotees should rule and they should come to the throne. So ultimately Arjuna is the great warrior and was a disciple of Dronacharya. Dronacharya knew the the strength of Arjuna. He had given him different military skills and trainings so that he was well expert. As a Kshatriya, he should jump forward for fight, but because of his family relations and attachment to the both the sides, he denied. And Krishna wanted to give him instruction that from bodily point of view, you are saying you have something, but as a soul, it is your duty to follow the instructions of Super Soul, who is just giving you advice over this war through Gita. And initially Arjuna told, if war is there, then there will be the family ladies will be widows, and they will just become very much irregular in their regular social practice or family practice, and these bastards will take birth, and there will be problem to the society. And what will be my position if all of my brothers or cousins or teachers or grandfathers or any material relation side they will live, they will totally killed. If they will be killed, then what necessity of mine is to become the ruler? In this way, he made some of his own logics, put logics to Krishna. But Krishna told him it is a religious war, and you have to fight as a Kshatriya. Kshatriya is to fight to bring peace in the society and world at large. So, you should not refrain from this war. Ultimately, Arjuna is a bit confused whether to participate in the war or to leave the war. And this critical juncture, he was telling Krishna. All of you know it in Gita, chapter 2, text 7. Karpunya dosopahata svabha pruchami tvang dharma samuda chetaha jat sreya syat nishchitang bruhi tanme sisyastyang sadhimang tvang prapannam. Means, now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrender unto you. Please instruct me. Initially, on the body consciousness, he was telling so much philosophy, so much logic he was giving to Krishna. But he was a bit confused. He was not able to decide what to do, what not to do. In this juncture, he was now taking shelter of Krishna. Initially, he took Krishna as his cousin brother. Now, he is telling Krishna that I am your disciple. I am surrendering myself at your divine lotus feet. You are my spiritual master and spiritual guides. So, you should give me necessary instructions. What to do, what not to do. This is the situation Krishna wanted from Arjuna, and accordingly Krishna told him that initially I told you to take part in the war. After your conclusion over this war, you became confused and you are taking shelter of me. Okay, I will give you the instruction so that by hearing it and realizing it, you will come to the point how the war was most essential, and as a Kshatriya, how you should be involved in this great war. And he told Arjun, Aswachan anasachastang pragya badang cha bhasase gatasun gatasangsuscha nanu shochanti panditaha. Means, the Supreme Lord said, while speaking learned words, you are mourning for what is not worthy of grief. Those who are wise lament neither for living nor for the dead. Very important instruction Krishna had given. So, As a learned person, you should not bother about the death or birth of any living entity, or when you are speaking something very wise, you should see that as per the situation, a learned person remains always fixed, because he is not to attach to any sides. As a learned man, he knows that after all I am the soul, I am not this body. Body is perishable, but the soul is non-perishable. It is eternal, ever existing, and it is part of the Supreme Lord. Mame vansa jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. So in this way, he gradually gave him instruction. And also, Krishna told Arjuna, okay, you will not fight. And thus, you have drawn the conclusion that war will be stopped. Try your best. Even if you leave this battlefield, be sure rest others, those who are in other party or those who are with you, they will not leave this battlefield without sacrificing their life. It is already destined, and they are sure to leave their body here. When they will meet the consequence, means death. And I want to give you the credits. As a expert military man, you should take the credits by killing the miscreants and establishing the peace in the world. If you want to know, I will show you. So Krishna gave him instruction till 10th chapter, Vibhuti Yoga, others, this 9th chapter, 8th chapter, 7th chapter, 6th chapter, 5th chapter, 4th chapter, ultimately 11th chapter, he told, I will show you my universal form. That also you can't see through your present eyes. I will give you the Divya Chakyu Dadami. Through that spiritual eyes you can see. Arjuna saw the huge universal form of the Lord, where everything exists. Where all the planets are there, demigods are there, rishis are there, munis are there. Even Krishna is taking bath from Mother Yashoda, is still there. His pastimes with Mother Yashoda is there. With Queen Dwarakadisha is there. With his gopis, with Rasalila in Vrindavan it is there. As Mathuresh Krishna, he is there. Killing Kansa, he is there. And in this battle, how they are all perished, still there. And how, like a terrible, time, Ugra Kala, how Krishna is devastating all of them, and how the devastating Kala has very, very big teeth, and it is chewing all these great heroes participated in this great war, and as a killer, he just smashing everything. Arjuna is very, very puzzled. What is this? And so the farmer was so furious, he could not see for a long time. He prayed, Krishna, be merciful to me. Please calm down. Came to your own form, what you had shown me just few minutes ahead in this Kurukshetra battlefield. Then Krishna showed his own command quite Swarup when he was giving the instruction to Arjuna about this war. Now Arjuna saw it is already arranged by Krishna, it is already done by Krishna. He wants to me, requesting me to just engage in the war because he wants to give me the credits as a strong military man. And this war is not an ordinary war. It is a religious war to establish the religion. What's the religion? Can you please tell me? What's your name? Rahul. Rahul can speak? Or anybody else can speak? What's the religion? You, Prabhu? You know, don't be confused. Take your time with a relaxed mood and answer. You know. Anybody else? Matajis, mothers. Any of you know? What's the religion? You know it well. That is, Krishna had explained. You know it well. Chapter 18, text 66. Surrender to Krishna is the religion. Sarvadharman paritejya mamekang saranang braja. This is the religion. Means, he is the supreme, we are subordinate servants, dasa anudasu. Our duty is to accept the supremacy of the supreme. And by his order, what is given, just follow it and serve the Lord for his pleasure. That is your only religion, to surrender to Supreme. Any religion which gives this advice, just surrender to the Supreme, that is the true religion. Which is not giving this instruction, that is not the religion. We are making so much, divisions of religion, but this is the religion, to accept the supremacy of the Supreme Lord and act as per his direction, accepting his order. So, in this context, after Arjun got all these informations, Krishna told him that now you got all the instructions, it is up to you whether to participate in this war, or you may leave the war. Then Arjuna told what Arjuna told? That all of my doubts are cleared. And I am well convinced. Now I will engage in this war. And ultimately, he took part in the war and killed those miscreants. In this way, real religion is established, and he got all the favorable positive result, which as per our calculation, perhaps he had gone to hell, because killing all the soldiers and his own kith and kin, everything. No. Arjuna told, Nastamo smritir labdha tat prasadat me achyuta sthitosmi gata sandhya karisye vachanang tava. Arjuna said to Krishna, my dear Krishna, O infallible one, my illusion is now gone. I have regained my memory by your mercy. I am now far and freed from doubt, and am prepared to act according to your instructions. You see, the same Arjuna initially was knowing, I am not able to do anything. Rather, I will go to the forest to become a karma sannyas, and I will not kill kith and kin. And the consequence is very bad. Krishna, don't pressurize me, don't ask me to involve in this type of wars. See, in this way, Krishna gave him instructions, showed him the universal form, and gave further more instructions, on which Arjuna drawn the conclusion in chapter 18, text 73. You know it well. So in this way, he was there to satisfy Krishna. And what's the result? It was seen by whom? The war. Who was directly seeing that wars and everything? Sanjay, the disciple of Vyasadeva. How Guru's mercy is most powerful, you will realize from this. He was sitting at the palace of Dhritarashtra. He is a blind man. And he is telling what happened to my side or to other side. Just explain me in details. He had having that powerful, perfect senses, perfect vision through his eyes, by the mercy of his great Guru Vyasadeva. Sitting with Dhritarashtra in the palace, he was explaining and is giving the commentary of the result of the war between the two Kauravas and Pandavas. Pandavas are classified by Dhritarashtra so that he will make some opponents and war will be there. My side is Kauravas, their side is Pandavas. Blind in philosophy, blind in vision, and blind in supporting his son to become the next successor from his side. So in this way, Sanjay is telling, Jatra Yogeshwara Krishna, Jatra Partho Dhanurdhara, Tatra Srir Vijayo, Bhutir Bhutva Nitir Matir Mama. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, and wherever there is Arjun, the supreme archer, there will be also certainly be opulence, victory, extraordinary power and morality. That is my opinion. He just run the conclusion and matter is over. And Dhritarashtra saw his dream was not fulfilled. And Krishna wants to give us this more important instructions through Arjun. Why? Arjun belongs to a royal family, you know. And these instructions, if it will give in to some ordinary man, he may forget or nobody will just believe it. But Arjun was Pandavanang Dhananjayasmi, Krishna told in Gita. With this important, you know, what do you call it, Vibhuti, means the opulence of Krishna. He had told, among the Pandavas, I am represented by Arjun. It is in chapter 11, chapter 10 also you will see. All these important manifestations here, how it is represented by Krishna himself. All these items are there. So, Krishna wanted that because Kali Yuga is coming, and people will be very much in a distressed condition of life. Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hi upadruta prayana alpayusan kalavasmin juge jana. So people of Kali Yuga are less intelligent, less in memory, lifespan is very small. They can't realize the self by their own process or method. So this Gita is the very important topic, and giving this instruction to Arjun. And in this way, it will come afterwards that how people at large will accept Gita. Gita means just the instruction of Gita, not to keep it in your deity altar and put some chandan and worship. No, you have to follow the instruction of Gita. As Krishna told Arjun, Imang vyavashyate jogam praktavan ahangavyam vibhushan manavepaha manu ikhyakavi abravit. The personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna said, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to the sun god Vibhushana. And Vibhushan instructed it to Manu, the father of mankind. And Manu in turn instructed it to Ikshvaku. Why? There will be a parampara. He had told about this. Evang parampara praptamimang rajarsi viduho so kalenya iha mata yoga nasta parantapa. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession. And the saintly kings understood it in that way. But in course of time, the succession was broken, and therefore the science as it is appears to be lost. So again from Arjun, Krishna had started one parampara. But what he had told to Vibhushan, it was 4 crores years back. And we are fortunate that just 500 years, 5,000 years back, Krishna had given just recently this instruction to Arjun, so that we will take good advantage of it. And when it is coming to royal dynasty, they will follow. They will see their citizens, their followers, also they will follow. The citizens are not belongs to your Telangana or Andhra or Odisha or West Bengal or Indian subcontinent or only in South America, North America, Australia, Brazil. No. Entire universe. They are the ruler of entire universe, entire earthly planet. And we are making it distract some small segments as per our choice to become a ruler. Means to enjoy the material world. It is our sole purpose, whoever it may be. But Arjun, because he was close to Krishna, devotee of Krishna, and is in a royal order of life, so like Vibhushan, then Vibhushan to Manu, then Manu to Ikshvaku. From Ikshvaku, this dynasty of Raghuvansa starts. That's in Ramayana, we can find it out. So ultimately, when royal order people will accept it, follow it, then his citizens are there, definitely they will follow. If it will given to a small beggar, street beggar, what he knows about this Bhagavatam or Gita or teachings of Krishna, so he will discard it. It will be meaningless. It has no meaning at all. So Krishna, in that royal order, he had started it. Like Vibhushan to Manu to Ikshvaku, similarly from Arjuna till now, we are following it in the royal order itself. And fortunately, Srila Prabhupada, the dear disciple of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, he was blessed by his divine spiritual master to spread this message throughout the globe. And it was the ultimate declaration by Caitanya Mahaprabhu. What is that? Can you explain yourself? I didn't know. Don't be nervous. You are very good devotees. I am here to just get your association. So nice deities, so much gathering. And if you will give me some instruction, I will be very happy. I have the chance to mix with devotees and reciprocating with them. Mahaprabhu told, you know it well. Prithivite achijot nagaradigram sarvatra prachar hoibe amarei nam. Means the gist of all these teachings given by Krishna is, in Kali Yuga, in different egos, Krishna has different incarnations or first times. Kruteja dhyayate Vishnu, Tretaya jajate mukhi, Dwapare paricharjayang, Kalutat hari kirtanat. In Treta, in Dwapara, in Satya, in Kali, different processes had been given just to follow it, so that ultimately you will reach at the lotus feet of the Lord. This Kruta Yuga is called Satya Yuga. There the four pillars of religion were totally manifested. What are the four pillars? Can you please explain? You know? Okay. Tell, wrong or right, no problem. Huh? 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 Daya, Satya, Saucha, or another word, Haridas, Tapasya. These four pillars of religion that was totally manifested in Satya Yuga. And lifespan was 1 lakh years, 100,000 years. When they are doing Krute Yuga means Satya Yuga, Dhyayate Vishnu. If you will just meditate on the Supreme Lord's lotus feet, easily you will achieve the target. Because there is no irreligiosity. Total religion is manifested in form of four pillars. And when Treta Yuga came, because Kali Yuga has to be in the fourth order of the cycle, fourth position of the cycle, so initial Kali has to enter. It is the divine desire of the Lord. So gradually, the lifespan of the people of Treta Yuga reduced to 1/10. It became 10,000 years. And what is their process to achieve the Lord's lotus feet? Tritya jajate mokhe. You have to do all sorts of sacrifice, as explained in Vedas. In this way, you will achieve the Lord's abode. Then, again Kali has entered. So, Dwapar Yuga peoples, their lifespan was reduced to 1/10. It became 1,000 years. And process of worshipping the Lord also changed. What is that? Dwapare paricharjayang, deity worship. And in through deity worship, they will achieve the love of Godhead. And in Kali Yuga, again, Kali has its third entrance, for which lifespan reduced from 1,000 to 1/10, that is 100 years. And what is the process to achieve love of Godhead? Kalutat Hari Kirtanat. Just chant the holy name and go back home, back to Godhead. Is there any process more easier that is recommended or prescribed for Kali Yuga than in other Yugas? No. We have to simply chant the holy name. That's why Prabhupada told chant Hare Krishna and be happy. He made the hippies happy and show it by changing their consciousness, lifestyle and through devotional practice, and they are now coming and making us dance. Like Indradhanu Maharaj came yesterday here. He is very expert in dancing, worldwide dancer. And he different styles, different lyrics, different musics and different of his postures. He made you mad after dancing with holy name. And in India, who is like that? Who? You know, you people. Lokanath Maharaj. He is doing in that way. Only purpose is to give you a taste of the holy name, to chant regularly holy name. Go back, come back to Godhead. And gist of all these instructions is that just follow the path recommended by the Acharyas, Supreme Lord Himself, and prescribed in scriptures. In this way, you will easily have your realization. I am not the body, I am the spirit soul. Please, these kids are making disturbances. It is not a place to glorify Gita or Bhagavatam, because it is the common place for everybody to be here. We should not disturb them. Simultaneously, there should be some another separate hall, so that the people having their desire to attentive in this class, they should be benefited in that way. Neither is giving benefit to the outsiders, visitors having darshan, or those who are here sitting to enjoy the class through oral reception. Both the sides is disturbing. If somebody can just have a solution to it, that will be fine. Hare Krishna. We are not giving something very cheap materials. We are coming for preaching and to give you certain items of the Lord which will increase your consciousness, develop your consciousness, and ultimately you will be benefited, and the exam will be at the verge of your death. Whether you are remembering Krishna or his pastimes or his name or his form or his qualities or himself Lord, or chant the holy name to go back home, back to Godhead. Unless you practice from this position itself when you are active, in the deathbed you will say somebody will just chant the holy name. No, it is not a mechanical system. It is spiritual system. It needs certain purification of your heart, means of all dirty desires accumulated from time immemorial. From crores of lives, you are getting different species of life, developing desires, the imprint of the desires within your heart, that is obstructing you to know this self. Rather, it gives you a chance to identify with your this gross bodily form or subtle bodily form, which is meaningless to this realization. The more you hear, the more you penetrate your mind within these topics, the more you chant seriously, offenseless chanting of holy name, the more your heart will be purified. And you will be more inclined to hear about the Lord, or what you heard, just to give the same as it is to others. That is called Shravan and Kirtan. When your Shravan and Kirtan will be pakka, means just condensed or just most purified form, then remembrance will come. By your own means, you cannot remember anything. If somebody will beat 1,000 drums with holy name, it will not enter to your ears, because you have 9 holes here. 2 this, 2 4, this is 5, this 2 7, and bottom to 9. And in this way, time of death, biles, cough, and mucus, these 3 items just close these holes. Neither you will hear from outside, from inside nothing will come. You will be in a coma stage. You can't reciprocate from either sides. Only the Supreme Lord within as super self with the self will help you. How? Sarvasya cha hrudi sarnivishta matah smruti jnanang apahanang cha. From me comes memory, remembrance and forgetfulness. Who will help you at that time? This type of chaotic situation, just compromising the situation with the audience to see and rest to hear, that is not possible. That is the most disturbing atmosphere. Because everybody wants to have darshan. Let them darshan, have darshan. You want to hear, let you hear. Don't mix everything. It is not a question of formality. We people are coming to preach and to deliver the message so that easily you can hear and remember and give it to others, and at the time of death, simply with purified heart, you will realize the self, including super self, and you will go back home, back to Godhead. Even we are in the age of Kali, the age of quarrel and hypocrisy, fighting. We are telling we are fine, but you know how we are fine. In every village, every state, every society, every family, you will see fighting is going on. But you will phone how? Fine. Why? We are taking material education in that way. Fight among yourselves. When any call is coming, tell them I'm fine. Okay? This is going on. Unpalatable truth. Nobody will accept, but that is going on. Okay? So, it is an opportunity to get this transcendental knowledge coming from Krishna through different paramparas. Sri Brahma Rudra Stanaka Vaisnava Kritipavana Chatvaraste Kalubhavyat Utkale Purushottamat. He had not written anything Andhra Tirupatinath or your Telangana with some ISKCON temple way. No. Utkale Purushottamat by Vyasadeva in Padma Puran. 4 Sampradayas, and they have difference of opinion on Dvaitavad, Advaitavad, and Mahaprabhu will come. He will give you the combination of these philosophical commentaries or their solutions, taking all the Dvaitavad, Vishishta Dvaitavad, Suddha Dvaitavad, Dvaitaya Dvaitavad of 4 Sampradayas. When he will come as sannyasi, Sri Krishna Caitanya to Jagannath Puri, Purushottam Dham, as per the request and order of Mother Sachi, and will make a combination of this, which is called Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. Shakti, Shaktiman. How they are one and non-different. Eko and Avirna. Veda Veda. As supreme energetic and supreme energy, they are different, but as supreme energetic, energy is coming from the Lord. When it is merged, it is the same supreme energetic. That Achintya Veda Veda Tattva will be manifested from Sri Kshetra Purushottam Dham after Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance as devotee incarnation of the Lord, and the gist of Achintya Veda Veda Tattva is a holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Even if saying so, if you will chant few rounds, you will see how it is giving you result. Even 1 round you are chanting or 2 rounds you are chanting, it has its effect on you. Because it is Kali Yuga prescription, by simply practice you will get the result. When your chanting will be offenseless, then you will taste the prem, the love. Love does not belongs to this material world. This material world is full of lost. Whatever relation, the ultimate end is lost. Means our so-called relation is established on our physical relationship. And we are in that way united here. That's why this earthly planet is known as Maithuna Gara. Here, sex is the ultimate enjoyment. Above sex, no enjoyment is there. And we are telling it loving affairs. Rascals, it is not loving, it is lusty affairs. Why lusty? After enjoying sex, if little difference of words, immediate divorce. In love, there is no divorce. It is eternal, ever existing. What Krishna had shown in his Leela, Mahaprabhu shown in his Leela, Goswami shown in his Leela, and Acharyas like Prabhupada others they had shown in their Leelas, pastimes. Love is eternal, ever existing. And we should test that. Because you know that test, that's why think lost to be loved, and we are all baffled, we are all puzzled, we are all disturbed, we are all in illusion and diverse, then inimical, then rest of the things follows. So we should be very careful for this, because human form is given by the Lord, rarest of the species. Labdha sudurlabham bahusambhavante manusham marthadam manityam mapiha dhira turnang jatedanu patedanu nisresat khalu sarvatra syat. Because in this human form of life, we'll realize the self, we'll taste the love, we'll connect us with Supreme Self, and we'll be able to serve the Lord in that mood. That's the Krishna told in Gita. Patrang pushpang phalangtung jo me bhaktya prayachati. Bhakti means bhas dhatu. Bhas dhatu means to serve the Lord. Not in arati form, but in shravan form, in kirtan form, in smarana form, in dasya form, in sakhya form, archana form, atmanivedana form. All the ninefold systems of devotional practice as prescribed by Prahlad Maharaj, who is one of the Mahajanas, giving instructions to his demoniac classmate friends in 7th canto Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. In this way, where you will touch any seva, if it is meant for Krishna's pleasure, that turns into devotional practice. That will give you the chance to increase your, love towards the Lord, purifying the heart. And your realization will be, very soon you will get it realized in the heart. Once your realization comes, you will feel this material happiness to be nothing in comparison to your spiritual realization. For this purpose, this Shravan Kirtanam process should be continued, which was started by Krishna through Vibhuswan 4 crores years ago. Now he is starting the same instruction through Arjun just 5,000 years ago in Kurukshetra battlefield for our benefit, because he is our well-wishing friend. That's why this instruction in Gita and mostly this 12th chapter is devotional practice, and that will help us how we'll come to that devotional service, what are the means, how many varieties of that items are there. You see, you are creating disturbance and I am just shouting. There is no meaning. Your attention not is in my class. It is with the outsider that slogans or shoutings. This is not a proper place for glorification. Why you had arranged all these things? It is my wastage of time to be here. I could have gone through my scriptures for my spiritual benefit. Don't say so or make it a mockery. It is spiritual science, and Prabhupada is deeply dissatisfied. Sometimes don't close this door, close this, don't allow outsiders. This is the situation always here. And if you are so serious, you should pray Krishna. He should create a good field for you in rest of the years, so that whoever may be the speaker will come, will take good benefit out of it. Otherwise your attention is there. Mind is very stupid. It is not listening Krishna Katha. It is that sounds it is coming, it is diverted there. Your body is sitting here. Meaningless. Body is temporary. Today it is young, tomorrow it will be old. Tomorrow it will be old, next tomorrow it will be just dead. It will come in mother's womb again, what the impression in mind is there. If it is attentive to Krishna Katha, you will get another chance. Shuchinang srimatange yogovhrashta vijayate. Otherwise, you will come as per your karmic reaction in the womb of maybe tiger, womb of lion or elephant or hogs or dogs or cats. Your impression in mind will carry you. You don't blame anybody. Your mind is the cause of your bondage. It is the cause of your freedom. Choice is there. To free from bondage, these are the instructions. To be in the bondage, these sounds are there. Parallel it is coming. Krishna's world. Unless you be serious, Maya is there to disturb you. But you people want to be disturbed. You don't want to be attentive. It is just Lord's prompting. I am not here saying anything. Practically it is same. Like other peoples, they are doing something. Oh, you take your tea, you take your biscuit, you take your breakfast and just come to the gathering. Other societies are doing. But Prabhupada are not on it. Class means just sit silently, few minutes. I am not taking so much of your timings. You had stipulated me within 12:30. Another 20 minutes I will close the chapter. But what benefit to you? But what benefit to me? Anybody really seriously hearing? Anybody seriously hearing? Why this outside sounds are disturbing you? Passive listening will not help you. You be seriously. Prabhupada told, the science is meant for only serious students, not passive listeners. Don't satisfy the speaker, there are so much audience. So, we are not caring to that. We had seen so many people, thousands and thousands. But this is only 100, maybe like that. What to us? If one among you will be serious to come back to it, then our teaching is successful. If it is not there, what to us? That's why anywhere you will see in the world with ISKCON centers, they have separate item. It's in Mayapur, so many gathering. This noise is there? No. No outsider will be allowed by security guards. Please be in other places. After 9 you are allowed. 8 to 9 our class is there. You can come Arati, dance and talk, nothing else. Everywhere, same principle. And here it is amusement, they are coming, they are invited, but other sounds are there and they are disturbed. What to do? So today is our appearance day of Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya was the best, one of the best associate of Mahaprabhu in Panchatattva, Sri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vranda. Why we are uttering this Panchatattva mantra? What's the reason behind it? Can you please tell me? All of you understand English? Yesterday it was translated into Telugu language by some Telugu expert devotees, not outsiders. He has explained very nice. Not yesterday, day before yesterday in Vizag ISKCON Center. About similar gathering was there, but they are very calm and quiet. They are in a mood to hear. And one is explaining. Then there are some question answers. It is really reciprocated like Sukha with Pariksit, Sukadeva Goswami with, this Shaunakadi Munis, and, this Krishna with Arjun. And Prabhupada with his disciples, Bhakti Siddhanta with his disciples, Bhaktivinoda Thakur with Bhakti Siddhanta. And we are coming in that line that we will reciprocate. But this is not the situation to reciprocate. What we will do? It is your misfortune. You are disturbed by your friends. So if you can understand English, that's okay. Because in that translation we are sparing some timings, because Telugu people should know what we are speaking and they should realize it. It is not necessary here, that's also very okay. You are all learned people with English language, directly you are reciprocating or accepting. Lord's mercy through this speaker to all of you. Okay? So, this Advaita Acharya, he is Mahavishnu himself. He wanted to give this cream of holy name to the people of this age of Kali, so that without any of their individual any efforts, they will be benefited within this small span of their life. So, he is remaining within our heart as super soul. He is same Mahavishnu, same Advaita Acharya. He was very much well-wisher friend of all living entities. So, we should pay our obeisances to Advaita Acharya on his holy appearance day. And we will give only 15-20 minutes, not more than that. And then you can gossip or sound or whatever it may do. You are at liberty to do. I should not disturb you. What is with your natural your inclination, you will do it. But this is the place for tapasya. Hearing is also a tapasya. And glorifying to others as you heard it, that is also a tapasya. All these ninefold devotional practice are all tapasya. In individually, all the Mahajanas, they had accepted one part of it. And Ambarish Maharaj was the manifestation of all ninefold devotional practice, as is explained in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 9th canto. You are all experienced persons, not to give you so much information about it. So, it is our first and foremost duty, the day of any appearance or disappearance of Mahaprabhu's associates or acharyas, we will glorify that particular day. Means Tirobhav is mostly significant. Disappearance, they will shower their mercy on you. And you will relation more quick, rapid and more pure. So don't forget to glorify the associates of the Lord or devotees of the Lord or acharyas coming to give us instruction on the specific day of their disappearance. With a gathering, glorify them. Easily you will get their mercy. That's the secret of your success. So, I'm just looking at this chapter and I will give you this. Going somewhere, it is just misprinted here. As per the pages, it is not here. It is just. I am here for only next 2 days. There I will be back with some other programs in West Bengal, in Orissa, and in other parts of India. It is my good fortune to be with you all to just release this Krishna Katha and reciprocation. Okay. This Advaita Acharya, as it is explained by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in Sri Caitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila chapter 1, text 12, Mahavishnur Jagatkarta Maya ja Srujati Adaha Tasyavatara Evayam Advaitacharya Ishwaraha. Sri Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, most dear associate, which is known as Adi Kavi, means Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur. What is the scripture he had published? Vrindavan Das Thakur. What is that? Are you know well? You are very calm mood, you can speak. Don't become nervous. You are the onwards eloquent speaker here. I am praying Lord. Don't feel any sigh. Both of you are representative of Nityananda and Gauranga. You know everything. And that is here Chaitanya Bhagavat. So, he had Vrindavan Das Thakur had glorified Sri Advaita Acharya in this way. Say Nabadvipe Base Vaishnavagra Ganya Advaita Acharya Nama Sarva Loka Dhanya Jnana Bhakti Vairagyera Guru Mukhya Tara Krishna Bhakti Bakhanite Jehena Sankara Tribhuvane Ache Jata Sastrera Prachara Sarvatra Bakhane Krishna Pada Bhakti Sara Tulasi Manjari Sahita Ganga Jale Nirabadhi Sebe Krishne Mahakutuhali Hunkara Karai Krishna Abesera Teje Jedhvani Brahmanda Bhede Vaikunthe Te Baje Je Premera Hunkara Sunya Krishna Natha Bhakti Rase Apane Je Hoila Sakhyata. This is the expression of Vrindavan Das Thakur regarding Sri Advaita Acharya, who is Mahavishnu himself, about his preparations and appearance in the age of Kali for the benefit of the common people. Sri Advaita Acharya is the best of the Vaishnavas, and he is just always just praised by everybody. His renunciation is just uncomparable, and mostly in explaining the devotion to Krishna, he is like Shankara, Lord Shiva. Whatever may be the preaching of all varieties of shastras in the three worlds are there, he was just explaining the gist, means bhakti rasa sara. How you will develop Krishna bhakti at the lotus feet of Krishna, he was always explaining to everybody in three worlds. And before Lord's appearance, when he appeared, we'll explain little about his appearance here. He just, all had been to Mayapur. How many of you are in Mayapur? Visited Mayapur? Please raise your hands. Only 3, 4. Navadip, Mayapur, nobody knew. Then what sir devotees are doing here? They should arrange a spiritual tour to Sridham Mayapur, Navadip. You will be benefited. Shantipur is there, 35 kilometers from Sridham Mayapur, the birthplace of Advaita Acharya. And in particularly in Madhavendra Puri's disappearance, grand festival. Lakhs of people are coming, and ISKCON is distributing their free prasadam to everybody. From ISKCON itself, about 100 numbers of buses, four-wheelers, so many people are coming from different parts of India with train, everything. A big festival there. And you are not aware of it. How unfortunate you people are. Why the devotees are not giving you that blessings? At least go once. See the place. The place is still there where Mahaprabhu, Nityananda and Advaita Acharya together they are taking their lunch. The place where Advaita Acharya is worshipping his Supreme Lord Krishna still existing there. The place where devotees are doing it, that is still there. And he will do it with just have darshan, will get the mercy. It is all Lord's desire. Anyhow, to make Lord appear here, Advaita Acharya just took some Tulasi Manjari. The flower of Tulasi is called Tulasi Manjari. And Ganga Mata's water, Ganga's river, Ganges is there, river water. He just put it on salagram and he is praying, Lord, when my dear Lord appear in this world. We chanting what? Holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You are shouting so much, that sound vibration of Advaita Acharya, Advaita Singha, reached at Vaikuntha. Your Lord is just taking rest. And Goddess Lakshmi is massaging his lotus feet. Lord was in a deep sleep. When the sound vibration reached his ear, what? Advaita Acharya's name is Nada. Nada is shouting so much in earthly planet, not earthly planet. That is Lord's manifestation of his dham. Seems to be earthly planet, but Lord and his associates and dham comes before Lord appear here. More things to explain. Our friends are here, devotees, they will explain you. So, there he's just putting, Tulasi Manjari and Gangajal and Salagram and praying to the Lord, when my dear Lord you will come to this world. I'm just waiting and I'm just crying, I'm just uttering your name. Then that way, Lord's deep sleep was broken. He was preparing himself to come here. For what? To give us the holy name. Holy name is there in all jugas. Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali, everywhere holy name is there. But Mahaprabhu came for what purpose? Who will say? Just tell, whatever you like, just tell. Exactly. Give you the prem. You are telling lost to be love. But Mahaprabhu is descending. Krishna himself. Krishna Varnang Tuisha Krishnang Shango Pangastra Parsadam Jaggi Sankirtan Prayari Jajantihi Sumedasa. Sumedasa means those who are very intelligent. They will accept this process of Krishna consciousness, devotional practice, chanting holy name of the Lord. Golokera Premadhana Harinama Sankirtana. Mahaprabhu descended as per the prayer of Advaitacharya to give us Prema Nama Sankirtana. Here is Sankirtan without Prem. So that Prem we are releasing just after the descending of Mahaprabhu. And Advaitacharya's associate, he thought, let himself the Supreme Lord descend here. If Lord will come, who will just recognize him? Nang prakasa sarvasya jogomaya samabruta. But as devotee incarnation, he is coming as Gaura avatar, Sri Krishna Caitanya, then like devotee will mix with the devotees. He will chant holy name and distribute holy name, prem to everybody, so that man at large will be benefited, real testing the holy name, love of holy name, love of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, love of Krishna, they will detest to other material abominable taste. What is that? So-called Maithuna, which is the highest sense enjoyment in this material world. That's why this material world is called Maithuna Gara. Kosagara. Kosagara means what? Where much more treasury or money is reserved by government to give as salary or beneficial work, which is collected as taxes from the common citizen. Similarly, it is Maithuna Gara, reservoir of all sexual activities. You will do sex and say, I am chanting holy name to get prem. Not at all possible. Impossible. So Mahaprabhu told, Nada is crying, I have to go. And Mahaprabhu descended in Caitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, details of it. And we will observe March 3rd and 4th. 3rd is Mahaprabhu's appearance. 4th is the festival at Jagannath Mishra's residence. Before that, now Nada is crying for us. So, Mahaprabhu thought in this way, how I will appear there. Before his appearance, he sent his father, mother, associates, brother, everybody. Lastly, he just descended. So, Hunkara ke Krishna abeserateje. Within him, Advaitacharya Mahavishnu has his Krishna aves. But Krishna's all potency are there. And he just, what he made? He made a shouting of this Mahamantra, which reached to the ear of Vaikuntha-dipati Narayan in Vaikuntha Loka. It is not like that after, Telangana, Andhra is there, is just Lord is there. No. It is in Vaikuntha, spiritual planet. This planet, earthly planet within a small universe, where Brahma has only 4 faces. Chaturmukhi Brahma. It is the lowest universe. Arbudamukhi Brahmas are there. Karodmukhi Brahmas are there. Sankhomukhi Brahmas are there. Means uncountable Brahmas faces are there, and that much Brahmandas universes are there where these Brahmas are ruling, which is beyond our conception. We can't think of it. We are told don't think of it. That is all material opulence or material beings. But your target is Brahmanda above, that is Vaikuntha, that is Golak, that is Vrindavan, that is Navadip, all these spiritual planets where Lord's ever existing eternal pastimes is going on. Ultimately, जे प्रेमर हुंकार सुनिया कृष्णनाथ भक्तिर से आपने जे हैल साक्षात. So Vaikuntha-dipati Narayan was not stable after hearing the hunkar of Advaitacharya. He was forced to be here as Prema Purushottam Sigoranga, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. So ultimately, another 2 minutes. Do you think it will finish 2 minutes? So that I can close it before the beginning. He is telling, no, we have to hear more. You are telling you are satisfied. So which request I should hear? Yours or him? Tell. What do you want? Tell more. Means 10 minutes. Nothing, because your arati and everything is there, okay? And it is all Lord's arrangement. When Mahaprabhu is descending, he made everybody silent. When Gita was there, they had been disturbed, they made the audience disturbed. When Nada is doing Hungar, Mahaprabhu is coming, everything is silent. Nada is coming, Mahavishnu. He will dominate with external energy, Durga Devi. It is the creation of external energy. But by the glance of Mahavishnu, external is able to create it. Otherwise not possible. So now Mahavishnu is dominating among all of us in this audience to just release what is going on here. Okay. Advaita Acharya in this way just requested Krishna, who is Akhila Brahmandanath, to be appeared here to show us the way to practice Bhakti Yoga, devotional service. And in this way, Advaita Acharya is Guru of all of us. Because he just invited Lord. He had requested Lord. Initially to introduce Bhakti Yoga, he is our spiritual master. So, as Mahavishnu, he just appeared here as Advaita Acharya. And Advaita Acharya's father's name was Sri Kubera Misra. And Mata's name was Nabha Devi. Before they were in Srihatta, now present Bangladesh. You had been to Bangladesh? I had been. Horrible situation. But still we had preached there 1 month. Behind us, death personified is coming. But Krishna's name, Nrsimha, Gurudev's dear Gopal, Gurudev Prabhupada was protecting us. One side we are preaching Krishna consciousness, going to 30 places in 18 districts of Bangladesh. Another part of the Bangladesh, student in name of Students Union, there is political disturbances. The moment we left Bangladesh, reached at Kolkata, when we changed our SIM card, we saw before leaving 3 days, 4 days before, these Bangladeshi students, 40,000 in numbers, they attacked Hasina's Prime Minister's residence like anything and warned everything. Stolen everything and smashed everything. And the police people and the soldiers guarding the Prime Ministers, they told they are the normal citizens of Bangladesh. They can do anything they like. They can smash President's Bhavan or Prime Minister Bhavan. We have nothing to say. They are our brothers. This is their comments. If we could have been there, they could have burnt us into ashes. But by the mercy of Nrsimha, Prahlad Maharaj, Prabhupada, Gurudev, Gopal and Krishna and Gaur Govind Maharaj Gurudev, we had luckily saved. So, this Advaita Acharya, he just, when they were in Srihatta, at that time Kuber Pandit, he was remaining without son for long years. Then, when he was mostly in old age, he just prayed Lord and got a child. And in that Srihatta Jilla, there was a place called Navagram. In that Navagram, Advaita Acharya took birth. And it was Magha Shukla Panchami. Sorry, Shukla Saptami. Today's Tithi. Magha Shukla Saptami. Maghe Shukla Tithi Saptamite Ati. तथालय महा आनंद सिंधु नाभा गर्भ धन्य करी अवतीर्ण हैल शुभ खेणे अद्वैत बिंदु कुबेर पंडित हया हरसित नाना दान द्विज दरिद्रे दिया सुतिका मंदिरे गिया धीरे धीरे देखी पुत्र मुख जुड़ाय हिया. It needs translation. I can do. Time is too short. नवग्रामवासी लोक धाया आसी परस्पर कहे ना देखी हेन किबा पुण्य फले मिश्र वृद्ध काले पाइलेन पुत्र रतन हेन पुष्प बरिषण करे सुरगण अल्लखित रीति उपमान हु जय जय ध्वनि भरल जवनी जननी भरल अवनी तबे घनश्याम मंगल रहु. Demigods just showered flowers when Mahavishnu appeared as son of Kuber Mishra and this Nabha Devi. So in this way, Kuber Mishra was staying a long time near the Ganges of near the Ganges river, and thereafter he came to Shantipur, bringing the son in his very small childhood age. Initially at Srihatta, Navagram, but after few months they shifted to Shantipur. And in this way, he named the son's name as Mangal, all auspicious. And another name they had given Kamalakya, means Krishna himself. And Kuber Pandit, with much more care, maintained the child. In this way, in a very small age, he gave him in a sacred thread. And after some days, he started his schooling. And in this way, Kuber Pandit and his wife left the planet. So, this boy, Aditya Acharya, then started to visit different, pilgrim place. In this way, he just have some relatives who took good care of Kamalakya or Aditya Acharya. And one of his well-wishers' name was Nrsimha Bhadudi. Like Jaya Bhadudi, Nrsimha Bhadudi. That is the title of Bengal. So in this way, this Nrsimha Bhadudi has two most beautiful girls, daughters. Name is Sri and Sita. So due course of time, Aditya Acharya married both the girls of Nrsimha Bhadudi, Sri and Sita. In this way, they got so many dowries, and Sita Thakurani is the direct manifestation of Yogamaya avatar, and Sri Devi was the Prakasha Swarupini manifestation of Yogamaya. In this way, Aditya Acharya is the incarnation, he was himself Mahavishnu. In this way, he started his Leela. Aditya Acharya was spending his time glorifying Supreme Lord and his associates at Shantipur. And in Mayapur, they have started living that place because Mahaprabhu is coming, because he was the seer of the truth. Means, what you say it, Trikalagya. No, past, present, future. Mahaprabhu will come, that's why he prepared himself coming to Mayapur. And every day he was reciting Gita and Bhagavatam for the pleasure of the Supreme Lord. In this way, he saw how the people of Kali are affected by different irreligiosity activities and becoming faithless on the Supreme Lord. That is explained in Bhagavatam, coincide here, I should not go to that part. And in this way, he just became very much painful in his heart. How these people of this age will be delivered. Thus, he just told Sita Thakurani that you should come to Jagannath Mishra's house. Why? My Lord is soon will be appear there. Dekhiya balakothama sakyat gokulakana varnamatra dekhi viparita. Sita Thakurani told Aditya Acharya that already Lord had appeared. But Krishna's color in his appearance as blue is totally different from this boy. It is like a molten gold, a Gaura Varna. So this is only difference. Otherwise they are the same. There is more to explain. It is future owners, all our ISKCON Acharyas will come here and our exalted devotee Vaishnavas are here. of who is our Sitaram Prabhu is one of them. Another is your, what do you call it, Nitai, Madhav Prabhu, Nitai, Jiban Prabhu. And they are very much exalted devotees. They had explained in Jagannath Puri. I was with the team. I had released some. And you will get that opportunity. They will explain you. So, in this way, Advaita Acharya, যে পূজার সময় যে দেব ধ্যান করে তাহা দেখি চারিদিকে চরণের তলে আজি সে সফল মোর দিন পরকাশ আজি সে সফল হইল যত অভিলাষ আজি মোর জন্মকর্ম সফল সকল সফল সাক্ষালে দেখিনি তোর চরণ যুগল ঘোষে মাত্র চারি বেদে জানে নাহি দেখে হেন তুমি মোর লাগি হইলা পর থেকে Vedas are glorifying the Lord from time immemorial. But they are very, it was difficult to see the Supreme Lord. But you are so merciful to me. By my prayer, you just appeared to give me your own darshan. It is my good fortune. In this way, Vrindavan Das Thakur explained a lot in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So also by Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami in Sri Caitanya Charitamrita. And Lochan Das Thakur in Caitanya Mangal. And it is written here, प्रथमे चरण धुई सुबासित जले शेषे गंधे परिपूर्ण पादपद्म ढाले चंदने डुबाई दिव्य तुलसी मंजरी मंजरी अर्घेर सहित दिल चरण उपरी गंध पुष्प धूप दीप पंच उपचारे पूजा करे प्रेम जले बहे अश्रुधारे पंचशिखा ज्वाली पुनः करेन वंदना सेवे जय जय ध्वनि करेन घोषणा. This way he just washed the lotus feet, put chandan, then tulasi manjari, then put flower garland, then just with gandha, pushpa, dhupa, deepa, made all upacharas, etiquettes, and then with his eyes filled up with loving tears, prema jala, he was just worshipping the Lord. How, when you have darshan of the Lord with pure chanting, offense chanting of the Lord, tears will come out from your eyes. Not like repentance, as prem. That will the Lord's arrangement. There are 8 symptoms, ecstatic symptoms, ashta sattvika vikar, that will be manifested within you. When your chanting will be offenseless, don't do it artificial. It will come out immediately. And it will roll. And your this hairs of your body, they will just manifest like anything, like jackfruit, you know, that way. And your eyes will be like, you know, dilated, and your throat will be choked, and you will not listen to anybody. You will dance like anything. These are the symptoms, which is now shown through Advaita Acharya's having darshan of Mahaprabhu and doing his worshipping. जय जय सर्वप्राणनाथ विश्वम्भर जय जय गौरचंद्र कारुण्य सागर जय जय भक्त वचन सत्यकारी जय जय महाप्रभु महाअवतारी जय जय सिंधुसुता रूप मनोरम जय जय श्रीवत्स कौस्तुभ विभूषण जय जय हरे कृष्ण मंत्रेर प्रकाश जय जय निज भक्ति ग्रहण विलास जय जय महाप्रभु अनंत शयन जय 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 सर्व जीवेर शरण. These are by the Vrindavan Das Thakur. How is glorifying the Supreme Lord after his manifestation. Advaita bole jadi bhakti bilaiba स्त्री पुत्र आदि जत मूर्खेर से दिवा. Advaita is requesting after the appearance of Mahaprabhu Vishwambara Gauranga Nimai. What? If you want to give prem, don't discriminate. Whom? The ladies, the Sudraj, and these Mudhas, the Murkhas. Give everybody indiscriminately. That's why they are getting opportunity. There is no chance at all to the ladies or the Sudraj or the Murkhas or the most percentage. And Prabhupada went to the Western world and distributed to them. They became merged in Krishna consciousness, testing the love of Godhead. Krishna Prem. Yesterday Maharaj shown it here. Today he had shown it in that your Hyderabad temple. Mass Kirtan with much more 3 times more this crowd there. And Mahaprabhu, the harmonium, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Gaur, in this way. Nimai, Nidai, in this way shouting. I was unfortunate to leave that place without sharing, coming you to give this relay is pastimes and including Advaitacharya pastimes. But now Mahaprabhu appeared and this Advaitacharya is doing kirtan, so the atmosphere is totally calm and quiet. So if you chant all as Mahamantra, this disturbing crowd will be dispersed and your entire atmosphere with the spiritual atmosphere. And our Prabhu will come and narrate you more about Nityananda, about Mahaprabhu, about Sita Devi, about Gauranga's pastimes, innumerable associates pastimes. And you will just hear and inundate yourself and realize it, taste it and distribute to others and get the pleasure, go back to Godhead. So in this way, it is written here, Jaya Jaya Advaitacharya Dayamaya, Jara Hunkare Gaura, Avatar Hoya, Premadata Sitanatha, Karuna Sagara, Jar Premara Saila, Gaura Dayamaya, Jahare Karuna Kare Krupa Dithe Chai, Premara Se Sejana, Caitanya Guna Gai, Tahara Padete Seva, Loila Sarana, Sejana Pailo Gaura, Prema Mahadana, Emana Dayara Nidhi, Kenana Bhajinu, Lochan Bale, Nijo Sathe, Bajara, Mathe, Bajara Padin. I am so fortunate, I am inviting Bajra to be on my head, that I am not glorifying Advaitacharya, not glorifying Nityananda, not glorifying Gaura, who is giving us Gaura Prem, Krishna Prem, Nama Prem. If you want it, then glorify the Lord along with his dear devotees, associates, and make your life successful and go back to Godhead in this very life. Okay? Jai Sri Advaitacharyankara Shubha Abhirbhava Tithi Maha Mahotsav ki. Jai Srila Prabhupada Ji Maharaj ki. Jai Śrīmad-Bhāgavad Gita ki. Jai Sri Sri Radha Madhav ki. Jai Sri Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Sudarshan Dev ki. Jai Sri Sri Gaur Nitai ki. Jai Sri Sri Nrsimha-Dev Bhagavan ki. Jai Bhaktaraj Prahlad Maharaj ki. Jai Atapur Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Bancha Kalpataru Vyascha Krupa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaisnavebhyo Namo Nama. Jai Ananta Koti Vaisnav Vrinda ki Jai. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Srila Gurudev ki Jai.